Okay, quick threading tutorial for the serger. So you flip this up, you got the foot over here. The foot actually goes in this little slot right here. And then there is a lever in the back. You pull this up and that locks it in place. You don't want to use the serger without the foot locked in place because that's how you break needles apparently. I think there's several ways to break needles with the serger. So to release it, push it down. You can push the foot out of the way, kind of push it down and then to the left. Kind of fiddle with it a little bit. All right, so we got multiple things here. This hatch is normally closed. To open it, you have to push it to the right. It's spring loaded and then it opens. Pull it down. And there is a diagram in here showing you how to thread it. So you can see that the threads are coming in here. And so this machine apparently has the ability to use 2 needles. And most of the time, according to Ken, you don't really want or care about doing that. It's specialized, so for our purposes, the green thread is the second needle, and we're not going to be worrying about that. So we don't have the green thread on the thing. So the thread goes up, and then it wraps around this bar one time. And then it goes through the tensioner, down through these holes, and then down into all this mess. And the diagram is very clear about how to thread through all the holes, but it is also like very, I think, deceptively complicated. You have to pay very close attention that the thread is going exactly where the diagram says it should go. If you miss anything, I think it might fuck it up. You might end up like breaking the thread or something. So you can also open this. Push. I should know how to get it open. It was open a minute ago. There was like a... Oh, maybe a lever? Oh, there we go. Okay. Release lever right there. So you can open this, and this shows the other side. There's this little arm down in here is one of the threads, and you need to have access from this left side in order to get the thread through there. Okay, so we see that according to the diagram, there's a yellow thread. So the yellow thread is, I'm looking at it, it's going down, and then I think it's actually not entirely correctly threaded. It looks like there's one spot it's missing, but it was working a minute ago, so maybe that's not like mission critical. But you can see it goes up in there, and then out through this little arm. The arm goes back and forth between the stitches, and that's how you get the surge, or that's how you get like the tied up loose ends. And then the blue one is not correctly threaded, and I'm going to fix that right now. It goes, so it's correct on the bottom, goes here and then up here into this arm. And in order to see this arm fully, you kind of have to turn the wheel so that the mechanism goes, and you can see, so it goes into that first hole, which is correct. You can see over here, goes that first hole, but it needs to go through this hole and then this hole, and it is not going through those holes. And so a minute ago we tried to use it, and we realized it wasn't working because it wasn't stitching at all. And then we took it apart and we saw that like that was missing. Those 2 holes were missing, and we think that's the problem. So I'm going to put that through together, and it should work. In order to thread the red thread, again, just follow the instructions. It's pretty straightforward. But when it comes down through here, comes down, goes through this little eyelet, and then goes through this needle right here. And the needle, so we made a special screwdriver for this. I don't know where we put it actually. Yeah, this one. This is a special screwdriver. It needs to be narrow enough to turn this screw on the side of the machine. And if I turn it So I'm gonna back out this needle real quick so I can show you how to insert it. This needle is a special needle. It's got like two little markings on it to show like the correct orientation, and I'll just pop it out so you can see that orientation, and I'll put it back. So I'm gonna set the camera down for a sec. All right, so the needle, if I can pull it out without stabbing myself. Yeah, back it up.
It's gonna be a Frontier Tower. We remember we went there before. We went there like.
Okay, and then can I pop this out? Can I pop it out? Hopefully, can I pop it out? Mine needs pliers. Seems a little bit stuck. Seems a little stuck. Well, okay, maybe I can just show it from the side. So you can see this needle, if I can focus on it, it has like a groove in the back. See that groove? That groove has to be, it's like a dimple, I guess. Can't call it a dimple, it needs to be in the back. And then there is a little sort of, focus on this.
A Friendsgiving picnic.
I don't know if it focuses. There's a groove in the front, kind of like, you know, like the linear groove that you see in like some swords in the movies. There's a linear groove in the front that has to go in the front, and then the eyelet is supposed to be facing directly towards you, and the thread goes down through the eyelet. So when you have it fully threaded, all the threads should come up like this. They should be coming out of this opening, and you can sort of just pull them over here. You want like there to be a lot of excess, so that you don't have like any misthreads. And then after it starts going, it will pull them down inside. And I don't know if after it starts going, all three threads will be out like that, but you want them all to be out. And then I'm really quick going to put it back together. I'm going to thread these other two holes in a minute, but I'm not going to do it on camera. And so let's put it back together. Close this. Close this. Close this, or pull this over. And put that there. This goes down. This goes up in the back. Okay, it's locked in place. Obviously, we shut this door, and yeah, it should be ready to surge right now. You can see the foot lifts, right pedal, and then with the left pedal, it goes. It's not like tangling or anything right now. Oh yeah, one other thing. So like you can pull on the threads individually to feel the tension, and a good rule of thumb is that you want the tension to be the same, or more or less the same, between all three threads. So pull on this thread. Pull on this thread. Tension should feel about the same, and if it's not, then you can adjust the tension with these dials. And that is all that I learned when Ken gave me a little tutorial, and I hope you like it.